Hey everyone, welcome to another high quality foodie feature for you here on the channel, where I'm over at Carl's Jr., this time to check out the third variation of their all new hand-breaded chicken sandwiches. So without further ado, let's get into it. Here we go with the Bacon Swiss hand-breaded chicken sandwich, and already we're being greeted by that toasted potato bun action right there, guys, but the dead giveaway is easily going to be the leaf lettuce on the bottom. This is clearly a different version of their hand-breaded chicken sandwich. Let's pop the top and take a look underneath this one, and obviously what you're going to see is a little bit of mayo first thing, but here we go with the bacon and the Swiss cheese. Two cross-cut pieces of bacon here, guys, looking pretty nice there, and that's all sitting on top of their hand-breaded white meat chicken fillet, marinated in southern spices and obviously fried up to a crispy golden brown, hand-breaded in store. Not too bad on this one, looking pretty decent. And underneath it, it looks like we've got a nice portion of that leaf lettuce and a tomato slice and clearly some more mayo on the very, very bottom there. But guys, I got to admit that the chicken is looking pretty decent, although it's a little on the thin side. But even still, with the Swiss cheese, with the bacon, I'm thinking this is going to be pretty tasty. So there you go, it's the Bacon Swiss hand-breaded chicken sandwich here at Carl's Jr. Let's peep out this flavor. Well, I got to admit, the hand-breaded crispy chicken does look pretty decent. I just wish it was a little bit more of a sizable piece of chicken. That's really the only thing with this one here. But again, with all the ingredients that this has got here, I'm thinking the flavor is going to be pretty decent because the presentation is definitely inviting on this one, guys. And with Swiss cheese and bacon, how bad could this really be, right? All right, enough talking. Let's get down to business. It's the all-new Bacon Swiss hand-breaded chicken sandwich here at Carl's Jr. Let's do it. Okay. All right. Well, that's definitely one thing about these hand-breaded chicken sandwiches here at Carl's, guys. They're very juicy, and I'm digging that. But again, the sizability of the chicken is in question with me right now because I would love to have a thicker piece of chicken, but the quality of the breading is good. Not really getting a lot of spices with this, but the flavor is decent. Just feels like an overly fried piece of chicken, but in a good way because it's nice and juicy and the coating is good. But guys, what you're getting here is essentially that with a little bit of Swiss cheese, a little bit of bacon, and a little bit of mayo, and that's pretty much it. I mean, it's kind of simple, but I'm telling you, this is just begging to be on a bigger piece of chicken. But let's just keep going in. But so far, guys, the flavor's not bad. Yeah, I do like me some crispy bacon, and I got to admit, while this is not as crispy as I would have liked, the smoky factor is definitely banging with it, guys. The quality of that alone is mixing very nicely with the chicken itself. The coating is going very well with it. The creaminess of the cheese, I got to admit, is really another highlight. The only thing is, though, it's not really tasting like Swiss to me. It's more like a creamy piece of like American cheese, believe it or not. It's not very strong in the Swiss department, but the overall quality of what I'm eating is decent. Again, I just wish it was more sizable. And I guess my main reason for feeling like that is because this was close to $9, guys. $8.59 for the sandwich that you're looking here right now. So I get they're going for the quality end of what they do here because the hand-breaded chicken is pretty good. But the chicken at that price point needs to be a lot bigger and maybe a little bit more coating. Something more sizable to make it feel like you're not getting ripped off. Because for $9, I got to admit, this really does feel like a Super Bacon Chicken Club sandwich. And guys, again, for that price point, you want it to be bigger. And again, I get the whole quality over quantity angle, but when you're coming with the chicken sandwich game, especially in the chicken sandwich wars, you want to have something that looks visually amazing. And on the posters, it does look pretty cool, I got to admit. It's just that what I'm getting right now is a little bit of on the anemic side in terms of the size of the chicken. So yeah, there's really not too much else to say about this one. Let's go for one more bite. We'll close it up after the rating. But guys, again, another nice variation of the hand-breaded chicken over here at Carl's Jr. But I got to admit, the price point, definitely not worth it. One more bite. So just to recap on this real quick, I gotta say, for the price point that you're getting for this particular one, you can only go so far in terms of what you're getting for the money here, guys. And considering the size of this one being what it is, it's really a hard recommendation considering that there. I mean, the quality, like I said, of the chicken is really good. And speaking of the quality, I'm really digging the quality of the lettuce on the bottom as well. It's a nice combination and the flavor profile works, but that price point is just way too high for what you get here. Again, guys, you need a bigger piece of chicken with this. You just do. You know, I was really hoping this one was going to completely knock my socks off in terms of flavor. I mean, bacon and Swiss cheese on top of hand-breaded chicken sounds pretty amazing, guys, especially on a potato bun. You kind of know what you're getting into with this one. And naturally, the flavor, while it was pretty tasty, like I said, the asking price for this one is way too high. And while I know I'm definitely beating that one to death, I'm trying to understand what Carl's is going for here. I mean, like I said, quality over quantity is one thing, and you can only go so far with that. But guys, anything above $3.99 is a stretch, and I've said that in my previous reviews. And hey, I know it's got bacon, lettuce, cheese, and tomato, so of course you expect more of a premium. But guys, I digress. This still needs to be a little bit less. So with all that said, I'm going to have to give the Bacon Swiss hand-breaded chicken sandwich here at Carl's Jr. just an okay 7 out of 10. Now don't get me wrong, this is definitely a way above average chicken sandwich. The flavor profile works extremely well, but like I said, the price point is too high and the chicken is definitely too small for what you're getting. Carl's, come on, you can definitely beat this one up just a bit. Alright, so I've got one basic question for those of you who may have tried the regular bacon Swiss chicken sandwich in the past over here at Carl's Jr. compared to this new variant. If you've given this new one a shot, did you actually taste the difference? Do you see the quality difference? Is it worth the money to you? Drop some comments down below and definitely let me know. And with that, this is Ian K closing out another high-quality foodie feature for you here on Peep This Out Reviews, bringing you brand new content every single week here on my channel. So why stay tuned for the next review coming real soon. In the meantime, stay frosty. Alright, Carls, I think we all know the fiery version of this hand-breaded chicken sandwich is coming soon. Let's get that one on the menu ASAP. Alright, everyone, until next time, I'll talk to you soon. Hey, thanks for checking out another one of my reviews. But just in case you didn't see the one before this one, you can find it right up over here, along with what I think YouTube's going to recommend for you to check out as well. As always, I think you'll find something to like in both of them, and I'll definitely catch you in the next one. See ya.